What's up, YouTube? I'm gonna start trying to post daily, but here we go. Embrace the situation that you're in. A lot of us basically have regrets of the situation that we're in for whatever reason, but you can't think that way because you're basically straying off of your purpose, if that makes any sense. More or less, like, things that failed in the past were supposed to fail, and you are where you are very intently and intentionally. Although you might not think that, everything kind of worked for a reason and for like your best situation. So I think just a lot of us, like, we kind of like get frustrated with where we are, but it's all there for a reason. Even if you had a loss, you learned from it, and there you go. And if you won in the past, then you profited, you benefited. But life is just going to be a bunch of wins and a lot more losses, because the losses are basically cutting off options and they're telling you where you need to go. I think a lot of us, we don't want to go where we're supposed to go, or at least we distract ourselves, but the universe reminds us where exactly we're supposed to be. So that's why a lot of prospective things, like prospective jobs, prospective relationships, prospective activities, they fail a lot of time because they're just not supposed to come into fruition. It's not the best thing that's for you, and so that's why it's not happening. I mean, you could argue that this doesn't exist, like the universe isn't trying to set you up for the best situation for you. Like, obviously I can't prove that that's a fact, but I think you kind of have to believe in that, because, well, I think there's a lot of situations or times where you think back on stuff and you're like, damn, that actually was the best thing for me. So that gives me hope. And I mean, why be depressed, right? You could think like, oh, your life's going into the shitter or whatnot, but personally, I'd rather think things are working for me towards my better future self. I mean, when you think about it, when you start working on something, aren't you working to do your best job at it? Aren't you working at something because you believe it's the best thing? So I do believe, like, life is working towards the best, because otherwise, why would you do something? So yeah, basically, don't have any regrets. You are exactly where you should be, and yeah, don't get worried about that. If you're single, like, you're supposed to be single right now, you're supposed to be working on your grind. Don't worry about relationships, because they will come as needed. Like, you notice how you never get jobs that you chase, you never get women that you chase, because it just doesn't work like that. You want to build yourself up so well that things start contacting you. Jobs, relationships, they'll start contacting you because they'll see you're on your grind, on your mission, and on your purpose. And there's nothing more attractive than that. So whatever your profession is, just work. Whatever your purpose is, just work at it, give it your best, and things will start coming towards you. Because you don't need to go, like, if you're going towards things, that means they don't have need, right? Because if they had need, they would be coming towards you. Obviously, like, that could be a little contradicted. Like, you should go for things that like sometimes you do need to approach, but I think in my last video I went over like the difference between approaching and chasing. So yeah, if you're interested in a certain job or a certain company, like go ahead and approach, of course, but like just let them know you're there, and that's it. Like invest just a penny, don't invest, you know, $100. That's just a metaphor for like keep it real light and simple, and just continue working on yourself, because there's nothing more important than that, honestly. What else? I wanted to say some other shit, but I think I kind of forgot. I don't know. The things that I value the most, more than anything, is just like freedom, the ability to create, health. I feel like health is everything. If I was like in a wheelchair, unable to do these walks and shit, I think I'd be super, super depressed. But I also think like you have to explore and challenge yourself, because you basically just have to get up off your ass. Like things aren't gonna, like when it comes to your purpose and it comes to creation, I know I said don't chase things, but you have to, and this is sort of a different point, but you have to make the effort and go for the things you want. And that means like when you're creating, you have to like quite literally move your ass, if that makes sense. But just take it easy, keep doing you, keep supporting, like support where you come from, because that's a big deal. I think a lot of people kind of like forget that, but I think it's a big deal to support where you come from. But I think the best way to do that is to prioritize yourself, because if you don't, then basically you can't give back. If you're just always helping other people and you don't build yourself, you're just going to be taken advantage of and also looked down upon. So take care of yourself, prioritize yourself, and just keep going for your purpose. Like there's so many times on my journey where I get distracted. I'm like, all right, let me try this, let me try that. And it just ultimately all becomes a waste of time. Like making just a little bit of money is not worth it, especially if it's at the expense of lesser quality. Like I've quit certain jobs because I don't think that they're serving people the best, like quite literally for their health, quite literally for their finances. Like don't do anything that doesn't serve people their best, because it'll just break down eventually, and it's just not worth it. But I hope that makes sense. I'm gonna keep this video under 10 minutes, but